Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the English Covey Fly Fishing Report. My name is Tim Handon. I'm here today with John Kleis and Chris Spalding. Let me introduce you to John and Chris. John is the guy that does our behind the scenes stuff. He does a lot of our photography. He actually has a clinic coming up on how to actually capture that picture of a lifetime with, when you're out there by yourself and you don't really know how to get that great picture. He's actually doing a free clinic coming up this month. Actually, it's probably April. What's great about that clinic is that he gives you an opportunity to show you how to set up your photos, set up your camera, and do a lot of great stuff when you're out there by yourself. We also have Chris Spalding here. Chris is the new manager of the Colorado Tackle Pro. He is really excited about opening up at the end of April the Colorado Tackle Pro inside of Anglers Covey. It will be the place to get your bait and tackle. The reason we're opening it up is we get just tons of people every day that come in and ask us, where they can buy live bait. And generally, there isn't a place in Colorado Springs. There have been in the past, but right now there really isn't a great answer for them. So we decided, we're not getting any rent from these places inside, so might as well open up a shop. We're also opening up a Pikes Peak Outfitter, and that's going to be ran by Rachel Lineweber. We're really excited about that one also because there isn't a place to rent your outdoor stuff. So what do you do when you want to rent a jet boil, when you want to rent a boat? There isn't a place in Colorado Springs to do that. So we're going to give you that option too. Let's jump right into the fishing report. There's a lot of places that are starting to really pick up now. Pueblo, now that it's starting to see a lot less pressure because these other waters are starting to open up, is actually starting to fish pretty good. Pete Gallagher just did a ton of work down there to improve that stream. I'd mentioned before that we were doing the Pueblo Frostbite tournament down there. We really raised a lot of money to put in a ton of great structure down there. They have done an amazing job improving that river. There's a lot of great chances to get into some pretty big fish right now. The crowds are dying down, the fishing's picking up. Let's start talking about midges. Even some stoneflies, even though there's not a heavy stonefly population, they're working good. And basically, little black, little red midges are still ruining the day. Now start to get into your caddis larvae too. Free floating or uncased caddis are my favorite. Little lime green, chartreuse green color is great. The upper arc is starting to fish really good. So anywhere around Wellsville, even downtown Canyon City is fishing absolutely great. If you want, the guys down at Royal Gorge Anglers have their finger on the pulse of what's really going on in that river at all times. Go visit Taylor down there or his dad Bill. But in general, right now we're starting to see a lot of stonefly action as nymphs. We're starting to see a lot of Baetis action. So there's some blue wing olive hatches that we expect to come off any time. We're also gearing up for the Mother's Day hatch, the Tax Day hatch. Those caddis hatches are coming. Probably one of my favorite times of the year to fish that river. So start thinking about that. Also, the South Platte is starting to lose a lot of ice. Of course, Cheeseman, Deckers, they've been fairly ice-free for a while now. But the South Platte and 11 Mile Canyon is definitely starting to lose some ice. It's definitely starting to pick up, and there's some great fishing opportunities up there. In 11 Mile Canyon, I'm more of a proponent of getting the fly in front of the fish. I'm not so much a stickler on what to use. I don't know if a purple people eater is going to work, but definitely stick with the normal stuff. Pheasant tails, RS2s, San Juan worms, egg patterns. Those are generally great patterns. If you can get them in front of the fish, they're most likely going to take it. Above that, above the 11 Mile Res, we got great fishing possibilities in the Dream Stream. The rainbows and cutthroats are starting to run, but it's not a huge prevalent run yet, so just keep your ear to the ground on that. Above Spinney, not so much, still frozen over, just heard that today. Know this, Antero is draining. They're going to drain it because it happens to have the highest evaporation rate of all the lakes for the Denver Water Board. So they will be draining that reservoir, which means increased flows out of Spinney, out of 11 Mile, out of Cheeseman. It could be good things for summer fishing, but we really don't know yet. Another thing, because of the drought, Spinney is actually going to be closed to boating. We're not positive yet, but any motorized boating in Spinney will probably be closed. There's a great chance, if you've ever thought about getting a kick tube or a float tube or a kayak, a great opportunity to come in and see us. We have some stuff on sale still, and there's some great opportunities. Come in, check us out. Definitely check out Pikes Peak Outfitter, Colorado Tackle Pro. We have the trout in the community out in the hallway here, where we're actually feeding these trout, rearing these trout, and we will be releasing these trout at an undisclosed location. Only my best friends will know where we're going to be releasing these trout. So if you want an opportunity really close, and I mean really close to Colorado Springs to have fun fly fishing, come in and see us. On behalf of Chris, John, and myself, have a great day, tight lines, and we'll see you soon.